Today I saw a lot of passionate individuals coming out together to really rally around behind the issue of having money involved in politics and kind of having our rights taken away as voters in this new political election, and calling for a fair and equitable democracy.
Coming today to DC with ambassadors from 6 different universities from 5 different states, ambassadors that have traveled hours and hours and miles to join us. It was really a way for us to say we want to be heard on a national level. We have students all around the country working on this together.
We're marching, basically just to voice our opinions. Obviously AGF is really big on voting, but we also need to engage in demonstrations like this, really just to make a point. Because it seems that big money, they seem to be the only ones who are really getting attention, and so right now we're just really trying to break through the noise.
There was this man who was in an orange jumpsuit, and he had chains on him, and then he was wearing like a mask that was the American flag, and all day I wanted a picture with him, and it just really stuck with me, because I think that's such a powerful commentary on the United States and where we are.
I fundamentally believe that people are good, and I just think that if people just were educated, if they just voted, our world would look so much more different.
I think it was a really special moment when I got to meet Reverend Cornell Brooks. He's always been a personal inspiration of mine. I think that the work that he does with the NAACP is very admirable, and I think that the words that he shared with the group were really encouraging.
The Andrew Goodman Foundation was named after Andrew Goodman, who was a young student activist who went to Mississippi to register black voters, and he was subsequently murdered by the Ku Klux Klan because he took that step to register his fellow human beings. And in 1965, his mother started the Andrew Goodman Foundation in his honor to make sure that his name and his sacrifice was not lost.
I think for people our age, it's so easy to become pessimistic about current things that are happening in DC, in your local politics, in your local elections. But I think that when we all mobilize together and when we use our bodies and our voices together as one, we become a really powerful tool.
Today, the Andrew Goodman Foundation has a Vote Everywhere program, which is a continuation of the work that Andrew did to engage young people and disenfranchised communities around the country to register to vote and make sure that their voices are heard.
If it was easy, then everyone would be doing it, and it probably isn't really worth fighting for. As peers, it's a lot different when you have kind of somebody from a higher up where it seems like it's talking down, saying you should vote. But if it's your friend, or if it's somebody who's in the same class as you, who looks like you, who has the same habits as you, it's a completely different dynamic.
Democracy! When